In 1896, pioneer Erastus Snow came up over this hill and a great wind blew off the top of his buggy. Well, he said, "That's a hurricane," and the name stuck. Hey everybody, I'm Stephen Human for At Your Leisure, and I'm going to take you on a great adventure today from this spot. And while it looks like hurricane, it's actually hurricane. Hurricane, Utah is a small town that has history and excitement to spare despite its humble beginnings and rural atmosphere. Located just north of the much more well-known destination of St. George, Hurricane is nestled in a fertile valley along the Virgin River. Surrounded by orange bluffs of sandstone that offer overlooks for hundreds of miles, the town started out as a hidden farming community in a beautiful setting. Today, the beauty, of course, remains, but it isn't hidden anymore.
The first year there was 11 families that came in 1906, and now there is probably 15,000. Hurricane was founded because people wanted a place for their children to live and not have to move off to a bigger town. And it was founded because of the need for property, and of course the first thing they had to do was to get water here. And they were told for 50 years that you can't do that. But these pioneers knew that if you want something bad enough, the impossible just takes a little longer.
It took 13 years for settlers to dig a canal from the Virgin River to allow for farming. But once the canal was in place, the first 11 families set into motion a history that reverberates here even today. Phyllis Lawson is director of the Hurricane Museum and is a direct descendant of one of those 11 original residents. Before introducing me to some of the outdoor adventures right on the town's doorstep, Phyllis actually showed me around the museum at some of the interesting artifacts that are actually world famous, like this wedding cake from 1907. It was a fruitcake, so it's easy to understand why no one has eaten it in the last 109 years. The thing that got me, though, was the genealogy walls that run from floor to ceiling and follow the original 11 families from 1906 all the way through to today. Literally thousands of people all branching out from these few couples, all represented by photographs and short stories. And there's Phyllis right there. The museum is only a stopover here, though, as Hurricane has become base camp for exploring some of the most iconic lands in the United States. The pioneers may have come here for the soil and farming. Today, we come here for the access to adventure.
We are at the gateway of Zion National Park. If you want to get to Zion, you probably will pass right by this corner of State and Main in Hurricane. You can get to St. George, you can get to, if you want to be in the snow, 45 minutes from the snow. You want to get to Zion, it's just right in the middle. And you can also get to Arizona. All the traffic going through to Arizona comes through here. To Jacobs Lake, that's a beautiful spot, just 2 hours away from here. And if you want to get to the sand dunes, wherever you want to get, this is the place to come, the place to be, to get to where you want to be.
The rippling dunes of Sand Hollow are right on the city's doorstep, with water and rock to spare. Just to the north a few miles is Kerrville Falls, a unique ATV destination that also offers water as its primary feature. That's one of the most interesting things about the Hurricane area. You would think there would be only dust and dirt out here, but water, just like it was for the early pioneers, is the most important feature of both life and adventure. Small towns like this are often overlooked in favor of bigger, more flashy destinations. But once you get to know a place and gain a better understanding of what it has to offer and where it came from, you can't help but feel a connection, not only to the outdoor experiences that are so memorable, but to the history itself that forged the world to which you are being introduced.
I love the fact that my ancestors were in the first 11 families. I love feeling like this is my roots, my home, and I love the fact that my children come back as often as they can because they feel like it's home to them. There's a lot of recreation, there's a lot of family reunions, camping. It's a beautiful place to be.
Well, as you can see, there is plenty of adventure and history here in Hurricane, Utah, and it's really easy to find. On I-15, going north or south, there's a Hurricane exit. Take it, come into town, and you can basically pick any direction you want, and you will find something amazing to experience. Well, I'm Stephen Human for At Your Leisure. We need to take a commercial break, but when we come back, we'll have this week's product review. Hey guys, if you like that video, you're going to want to watch all of our other AYL videos. You're going to want to like it, you're going to want to share it, and you're going to want to subscribe, right? See all the buttons right here? This is what you're going to want to do, right? Click on them, because we have some really cool videos, all kinds of behind the scenes stuff, bloopers of Alicia crashing and stuff.
Why are you going to sell me out like that, Steven?
So you want to click all of these things and subscribe to our channel, because At Your Leisure is awesome, and we'll see you here for more videos.